whether you're planning a wedding now or you'll be a guest at one soon, you may notice some different traditions than what you're used to. What was popular 10 years ago is outdated for some couples now. So they're starting their own tradition. So joining us now to talk about what's hot is fashion and lifestyle expert Maggie Gillette. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Maggie, let's first jump in and talk about the age that people are getting married. Are they waiting longer or are they saying I do earlier?
People are definitely waiting. This is a trend we've seen for quite a while. In 2021, we had the latest average age of marriage. Now it's age 34, which is a huge increase from even 10 years ago. People are definitely waiting till they're a bit more established in their careers, and it's seen as much more acceptable to live together. So a lot of couples aren't just in a rush to get married.
Okay, so you say another thing that brides are doing now is ditching the white dress. So what are they wearing?
20% of brides feel that a white dress is dated. So a lot of brides are picking color. We're seeing a lot of pastels, especially light pink is extremely popular. Brides like Anne Hathaway wore that. Gwen Stefani wore a pink dress at her first wedding. So we're seeing a lot of very pretty feminine pastels, but ditching the white. Okay. A few bold brides even wear black.
Love it. All right, well, you say another change that will happen at a wedding is how the party looks. So that includes the bridesmaids, the groomsmen. What are people opting for?
You know what? People aren't picking their attendants by gender anymore. People want the people that they love by their side. And so if that means you're a woman and you want to have your man of honor next to you, or you're a guy and you want to have your best woman or your best gal, people are absolutely doing that. People feel very comfortable. Also, pets. I personally had my pet be our best dog at our wedding, and
wow.
involved our sisters by having them walk him down the aisle. But, you know, he was like our first little fur baby, so we wanted him to be involved.
We can kind of see a glimpse of your pictures, I think, is that in the background?
I do, yeah. Those are some of my wedding pictures in the background, which are that's actually where they all are. So.
Okay, let's talk about the traditional dance with your father, your parents. Yes. Are couples still doing that?
Some couples are still doing that. We're seeing that's another thing that's starting to fall by the wayside. A little more than 20% of people are starting to feel that that might not be for them. But you know what? That's one of those things where if it makes you happy, if that's a tradition you want in your wedding, absolutely go for it. If it's not something that feels comfortable or authentic to you, skip it. No one's going to be upset that you didn't do that at your wedding if it's not something that works for you.
Okay, so another tradition you say that's been on the way out is the dreaded, oh, don't see the wife, the bride before, you know, you get married, or the husband. So why is that? Why are you saying that?
I think for a couple of reasons. One, I think it actually helps everybody relax on the wedding day when you see your significant other. Like, this is why you're getting married. And so instead of all the hoopla, you're able to focus on each other. But also from a practical perspective, you know, it allows you to do the pictures ahead of time, so you get to you don't miss part of your wedding reception taking family photos. And also, you know, it allows you to catch some really sweet glimpses where it's just the two of you as opposed to going down the aisle where everyone's looking. It feels a bit more intimate. Those were actually also some of my favorite photos for my wedding day.
So this next one is actually what's fun for the wedding party. What about people catching the garter belt, the bouquet? Are they still doing that?
That's another one that we're seeing less of. We're still seeing a lot of bouquets. Everybody agrees that the bouquet is here to stay. We're just not tossing it necessarily. And the garter even less so. I think that one is really on its way out, though the garter is a fun way for people to do something blue if you're a more traditional bride and you want to incorporate that little piece into your trousseau. And I also think that because a lot of people do the getting ready photos, it's nice to pair that with your robe so it really feels bridal when you're getting ready.
So you already told us that some brides are ditching the white wedding gown. So what other things can a couple do to make their wedding unique?
I think it's really important that you just think about who you are and what your family traditions are. As long as you have something that's authentic to you, your wedding is going to stand out and you're going to feel good about it. Think about things that you love when you're dating. Maybe pick a favorite cocktail from your favorite restaurant or something that references your favorite vacation. And don't be afraid to pull in family traditions, even if they're not something that's typically wedding. Think about serving a favorite family dish that everyone would love. That's something that's going to make it authentic to your family and authentic to you. At the end of the day, as long as you think about what makes it really you, your guests are going to have a great time and you're going to have a great time.
All right. Well, thank you, Maggie, for sharing these new hot wedding trends.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Have a great day.